And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the what'd you say? You just had me.
You're good.
Am I live? Okay, I'm live. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cfrl channel. We are here at Iowa for the Midweek series in the trucks, might I add. Mike Killer, you were in practice for a little bit. What do you have to watch for tonight?
I think it's Spencer that you probably got to watch out for. I was running up there up front, and he was actually pretty quick. He seems like the fastest one, and I think S'mores might be the next one. Other than that, I don't know who else.
So you definitely think the two front runners are going to be the of S'mores. It's going to be S'mores and Spencer. I mean, any dark horses by chance? I mean, you have Cup guys in there like Cfrl and Incog's also full time, so those guys could sneak in and be really good trucks, don't you think?
It might be Cfrl. Cfrl might be up there. I'm really not too sure. The only ones I saw around me was Spencer and Kylo.
So you think Kylo may be a little bit of a dark horse going into tonight?
A possibility.
Okay. I mean, what else do you have to think that's going to be needed tonight? Obviously, Iowa, you have possibly a tire issue. I've heard these trucks are very tight as well. Is that the case at all? Or is that just something that I'm just hearing?
These trucks are tight. I ran my fuel run to the end, and I was like at 0% on my right rear. So it's like, it's going to be a tire conservative race as much as probably a fuel run. It depends on how long you can run, if you can like, save your tires, and it kind of depends on what setup you pick. I think that's going to be the main thing that everyone's going to have to watch out is their tires, especially that right rear. That's going to be the real killer.
Think the right rears? I mean, obviously, I think the right rear is going to be an issue because, like previously mentioned, that these trucks are very tight. So, I mean, you have to account for that and everything like that. I think fuel is going to be more of the issue than the right rear, because I think pit stops are going to come quicker than before you have to worry about tires.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to join in for some qualifying, you can.
Yep, I'm doing that right now. I don't think fuel is going to be the worry. It's mainly going to be the tires.
You think it's going to be tires? I mean, I think it's going to be more fuel. I think if think these guys are good enough to figure out the tire issue. It's going to be fuel and who can conserve the most.
Got Kylo leading and Spencer on the outside for the qualifying. Who's the 32? Cfrl.
I think Cfrl's probably going to really be a good truck tonight. I mean, he's pretty solid at short tracks like these. I think he could really show a hand here. I mean, hopefully not too much, because we do race here in the Cup Series very soon, I believe. On board with S'mores here in the 98.
I saw Kylo just dive under.
Seems like seems like the high lane might be key here.
Actually, I said Kylo. I meant Spencer. Spencer dived under Kylo. That's a battle for like a qualifying first place.
Yeah, for that qualifying point, right? You win the race, you do get a point.
Kylo holding the outside and Spencer on the inside. From what I noticed is that when you're on the outside, you get that runoff coming off of
the corner
2 and 4.
Yeah, you do get that, but I also noticing too with at least Kylo running the high line, he's definitely able to hold it easier. I mean, there goes, I believe that's Spencer in the 18 diving in deep into there.
Spencer just sending it.
And that's the risk you take right there.
And I think that was like the end right there.
Yeah, that's the end. So Spencer does get that point, but who gets the pole? I mean, obviously, I think you could think Spencer, but he was racing Kylo, so whoever had the cleanest air, I think, honestly has a chance.
Yeah. Usually when I'm when to get a fast lap time, you're wanting to like drop back is what I usually do. Drop back and just like push as hard as I can without any draft.
Exactly. Unless you're at a play track, then you kind of just want to be in the back and wait for the last lap and then make your time.
Damn. We got the
Ooh, and
right
Spencer,
here.
even though he was racing, Kylo is on the pole. Wow.
And you got second, S'mores. Got second, S'mores. Kylo third, Incog fourth. Let's see, Sal fifth.
Yeah.
Tegan sixth. I don't think he's racing, right?
Correct. Tegan's not racing.
Harris seventh. Matt eighth. Kevron last. I feel like that's surprising. I thought he would be better than that. Well, come back out and then get that invite.
Hold on. I think they're doing it with this lobby, so don't back out. Hold on, Mike. Oh, back out. Never mind.
Yeah.
But so obviously Spencer on pole. That's no surprise. Definitely a guy that tends to have early speed. So, do you think that he's going to have a short run car, or do you think he's able to actually build a long run car for a track like this where you tend to get loose, especially near the end of the run?
From what I noticed, I think he might have a short run car.
Can you send me? Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in there. Did you get in?
Yep, I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. Okay. Honestly, the first time in a while for me being in the booth.
Indeed.
Was Tegan gonna join in here?
I did send him an invite. I'm hoping he joins.
And here we are, going green. Race started, and Spencer.
Good start by Spencer. So Spencer off to an early lead. Almost three wide behind him back there with the 98 and the 21. Oh, S'mores in the wall.
That ain't good.
It's not good right now, but really hustling it in there on the high line. Really hustling it in there. Very, very risky.
Harris on the inside of S'mores.
I think the inside is where you need to be because you're going to burn up your tires on the outside. Definitely need to, at some point, get down, unless you're Kylo, who's very confident on the outside.
If you can manage up high, then you could go for it. But going down as low as you possibly can would be very, very easy on your right rear.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
You got Darth Kylo just following right behind Spencer as he gets into the wall.
Yep. So Kylo, I just think running the high line's a little too risky, in my opinion, because you're going to hit the wall eventually because you're trying to really overrun the car on entry. As you see there, Kylo again a little too high for his liking.
Spencer actually gets him to the wall. He nearly gets loose.
Spencer's also running the high line, which I don't think is a smart move, even though everyone else is doing it, because like I mentioned, he's got early run speed. He just can't seem to hold on to it as the run gets going.
Yeah, the running high this long, eventually he's gonna need to come down to save his right rear.
Absolutely. And there's Tegan. And Kylo really loose on entry.
Again. Slows up S'mores. No, yeah. No, that was not S'mores. That was Sal.
Sal in the two
Yeah.
is having a pretty solid run right now. He's just sitting back waiting for more mistakes to happen.
Solid run in fourth for now.
For now, I think he's got a solid car too. He's just got to be careful. He's just got to be a little conservative at certain parts of the track. Really likes the high line.
S'mores and Kylo in second and third, and there goes Sal diving in.
Diving it in under the 98. Think he likes the high line in 1 and 2, and then tends to go to the bottom in 3 and 4, which is somewhat common here at this track.
And we got that lone Spencer just way.
Yeah, he is long gone right now.
We'll see how good he is on the long run.
That's what we've been talking about, is that he has the early run speed, but will that come into play as the run goes on?
I'm actually curious when everyone's going to start running the bottom lane.
Well, I think you still have people running the bottom. I just think the top right now has got the speed, so you're able to consistently run it.
It's got that run off.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you will start getting loose up there.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Sal's trying to, avoid in 3 and 4 at least. But 1 and 2, he's really running the top. I think at some point he's going to have to make that move to
Holy
the
crap,
top.
who dive bombed like that? Damn.
That was Cfrl in the 32, I believe. What a move! Oh my goodness!
And it looked like S'mores got loose. And he fell back. No, that was... I'm getting these numbers and cars look
yeah, you're gonna have to... Sometimes we're gonna have to use a cheat sheet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start getting a cheat sheet out for all these cars.
There's
Kylo
contact.
loose. I think that was into S'mores right there.
And now we're 3 wide.
And Sal,
he almost puts him in the wall. 3 wide again.
Kevron's gonna get 2 spots here, maybe.
What a move.
still come out looking good on that.
And here's
the beneficiary is the 98.
S'mores, just looking in the mirror, watching this whole action, while Spencer just keeps pulling away.
Yeah, Spencer just loves seeing the battling right now because he is about half a straightaway, you would say, in front of these guys.
Yeah, he's got a healthy enough lead now. If this goes green and he starts getting loose, he can probably baby this bitch home.
At least for the first stage, yeah.
We got Incog hanging on with this pack, and Matt just like...
Not a good run for Matt.
Matt's not had no practice, so Matt may have actually chose the wrong slider as well. We're not sure, so...
Kevron's starting to get a little loose now, too.
Oh, somebody's getting loose. That's
Incog. Kevron on the wall.
It off the wall. They're all getting loose now. It's pit time.
Time to pit here shortly.
Running that high lane is not making their tires happy.
Kylo! There's a wreck! Oh! Just a 1-car incident. Wow.
Just a
unfortunate.
We'll see.
Unfortunate for Harris.
is the admin for the night. He may call it.
Kylo getting loose and getting into Harris, and Harris just spins out.
The only one that I've noticed not getting loose right now is the 18. He has been as steady as anybody else.
I think Kevron maybe it's got it pretty steady as well.
He did get loose on the last lap.
Oh, actually, okay, it's not Kevron. It's S'mores that's up to second.
Yeah, S'mores is the only other one that I could see keeping a steady car. I mean, everybody else is just sliding all over the place.
So the thing to notice here is the 2 guys that are starting to struggle, is Matt and Kevron, who neither one made practice.
Right. Which is no surprise. I mean, practice is always key.
Oh, there's contact.
There goes Kevron.
I did not see that.
Sal into third. What a run so far for that 2 truck.
I'm wondering when this pit stop's going to happen.
Yeah, pit stops, so you think would have to happen soon.
They got 3 laps of fuel left. from what I can tell.
It looks
All
like
right, 21's going in.
the bottom lane.
32 also following suit.
S'mores goes in.
So the only two that stay out is the 18 and the 2.
And the 45.
And the 45 also stayed out, but that does not surprise me. That guy tends to find ways to save everything. 44 also stay out.
Spencer has a straightaway lead.
18
Spencer
going
comes
in,
into
2
pit
going
road.
in.
I think there's another.
I believe
trucker
everybody
that-
else is going in.
that's
Is it
Matt.
beside? Okay, Matt's in as well. I was going to say, is Matt staying out again? Be bold for him to do that. Not a good stop for
looks like
Cfrl. He
also
is not
inside.
happy right now. There goes the 98.
S'mores is out.
And now this is where we're going to see who
Made
had
the
the best
adjustments.
entry.
Made the adjustments. Good entry. Kylo behind the 32. Curious who. Will
Here comes
S'mores be the leader
18.
when he by the time he comes out?
Ooh, yes, he
Ooh,
will be.
I don't know.
Pretty close. This is
Oh, it's gonna be close. They're gonna be side by side, maybe going into
Ooh.
3. Oh, they are. They're going side by side at 3 and 4. Does S'mores pull it off? Spencer throws it in there. What a pit stop by the 98. He's the new leader.
Nice.
Wow. Incredible. Something that S'mores has always been good at, especially in the midweek, is pit entry and pit strategy. This is something that has always been his strong suit, and it pays off once again.
With how far back he was, S'mores had to be aggressive in, and Spencer just like
It was really conservative.
Yeah. I'm
Probably
curious if
because of the
Spencer
worn
continues to
tires.
throw it in there, because he did in 3 and 4 there. Didn't there in 1 and 2. I think the 98's just better on exit. He really looks good right now.
I will also say, before the pit stops started happening, I think the 98 was starting to reel him in, so he's going to be a little bit better here on the long run.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously the 98, that's always been something he's been good
Contact a little bit.
at. A little bit of contact, yeah. Holy crap.
If there's a battle for the lead, we also got a battle between second and third and fourth, Sal and Cfrl.
Looks like Spencer's might get the lead here. Does look like it here on the bottom. Just beautiful run by the 18. See if the 98 fights him back here. One thing's for sure is that these guys have been consistent on the top. There's been multiple lanes today, but just somewhat uncommon when it comes to these trucks. But definitely the bottom of 1 and 2 is probably your preferred line. Because look at the gains that the 18 had there.
Ooh, I'm watching second.
Oh, Sal and Cfrl back there. That was really dangerous off of 1 and 2. Sal holds on, though.
Just kind of how I predicted S'mores and Spencer 1 and 2.
Yeah, being your 1 and 2. Sal's got a good truck, though. Don't be surprised if he's up there near the end of that race, if he stays consistent. This is an incredible run by the two.
Another prediction of another good truck is Cfrl, being fourth, and then there's Kylo, which he's fifth.
Yeah, no, and that's no practice for that 32 either. He's been solid. It's just, did he pick the right slider? I don't think he might not have, so he probably had to make a ton of adjustments in pit road.
Well, I tell you what, Spencer has put quite a bit of time on S'mores since he got around him.
He is.
I may be eating my words here about the long run.
Well, he's also getting a little salty because they're talking about Martinsville on Sunday.
That's how you get into somebody's head.
So they're trying to get into his head. But I don't think it's going to matter right now. I mean, Spencer is
I'm not
on
even
cruise
hearing
control. On cruise control.
Ooh, S'mores
Ooh, a little
loose
loose for
there.
S'mores. Kylo's caught up to 4th. Kylo's really come
how many
along here
laps
in
left?
this run. He's... Let's see how good the 18's pulled away here. Wow, he's really taken off. Oh my goodness. Wow.
S'mores
Eight.
struggling.
Yeah, he seems to really be off right now because he's...
For what I know, from what I've known, with practicing with Spencer earlier, he was pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean...
Me and him both were like the 2 fastest trucks.
Man, Spencer's really proving his speed right now.
Tough one. He's probably going to be the tough one to beat.
Yeah, but one bad restart really could do him in. And once he gets back there, he gets a little frustrated and does things that maybe he shouldn't do. So if you can put him back in like 2 cars of
I
traffic...
think he got loose there.
He did get a little loose there. I did notice that.
Okay.
He was definitely offline. Final lap in the stage, by the way.
We got Cfrl, on Sal. I'm watching Kylo. What does Cfrl do? Just follow behind Sal.
And there's your stage.
Ooh.
18 gets first, S'mores second. Believe the 2 of Sal was 3rd.
Yep. Then
Cfrl
then
4th,
Kylo.
and then Kylo 5th. What a... the 18 has proven that he is the strongest truck currently right now. The 98 is probably your second best, and Sal is really kind of showing some strengths here today.
We got Matt, 6th. Then we got Harris. And then, Incog and then Harris.
What did Ron Harp get for stage?
5th.
5th.
Yep. Now, does Spencer hold on to the lead here after these pit stops here? Because if he doesn't, I just don't, and depending on where he's at and gets mirrored back in a little bit of traffic, do you think that gets into his head a little bit, knowing that he's the fastest truck right now currently?
I don't think it gets into his head right away, but if for some reason if he doesn't start first, he's going to get pushed around to the back because everybody knows how easy it is to do.
To get into his head as quickly as possible, because as soon as you're in his head, he tends to kind of do things that he shouldn't do on the track. And he's going to keep the lead.
Yep.
Sal got 3rd.
Yep. Sal got 3rd.
Yep.
And then Cfrl 4th. I'm betting that Spencer holds inside. S'mores is probably going to go outside.
Ooh, I wonder where they're going to choose at there.
Oh, no,
right
he's
here.
actually picking inside. And Sal
They
moves up to 2nd.
sounded like a mess.
Yeah, the regular admins are not in there to call the shots tonight.
Coming. They're coming to the green here. Spencer, still your leader. And coming into the big final stage of the race. And green flag is back out. What a start by the 18. Oh, my goodness.
Spencer gets an amazing start.
Cfrl also had a decent start. He's not going to be into 2nd. S'mores falls back. Oh, Sal keeps 2nd. To the high line he goes. I don't know if that's the smartest move, but if he can get there, credit to Sal. Oh, he's under the wall! Woo! Ooh, that was dicey.
They're going to be battling here, and Spencer's going to pull away.
All right, Cfrl's going to clear for 2nd.
Gets up to 2nd.
Ooh, a little loose. Cfrl, I think he likes his truck now. Let's see if he can get there. Because the 18's starting to really get going already.
So far tonight, Spencer being the strongest.
It has been
truck, and
Spencer's night. It absolutely has been his night tonight.
Spencer really starting to run the bottom lane along with Cfrl.
Yeah.
And Sal gets
Oh,
loose.
really loose. It's Morris in the third now.
Morris got into the wall there on the entry. Now Sal's in the wall.
And Sal's going to fall back to fifth now. Oh, he's into the wall again. What is going on with the two?
I think he's overdriving it right now.
Yeah, I just think he's way into the corner.
A great stage race, but after that, it's just...
This run has not gone well at all. 98's been consistent on the top, too. That's one thing that you got to focus on, too, because like you said, first and second's been running the bottom almost all run. 98's kind of been that outlier out of the top three.
It looks like Cfrl is catching Spencer just...
Yeah. Right now, for short run, it seems like Cfrl is even with Spencer. Let's see how it holds up in the long run.
If you can stay even on the short run, it's just a matter of who gets loose first.
I bet that stage race was just a practice for Cfrl, and I think he's got something figured out.
Yeah, I think he does too. If he can stay, he's gonna be on the apron there.
Oh.
And Spencer got a little high there, like he had to
Get off the
turn it
gas
off
a
the
little
wall.
bit. Yeah. Oh, Cfrl really tight there. Big run for the 98. And now that 18's starting to get away a little bit. 98's really starting to come in. Truck's really getting going.
Cfrl really getting on that yellow line.
He's really riding that bottom, yeah. He really is. It just seems like he's just a touch off the yellow line and his truck is just rolling. I think 32 is starting to get loose already.
Everyone else behind seems pretty well spread out.
Yeah, pretty well spread out.
Wow.
Sal has dropped all the way
The seventh.
back. Seventh. Wow. A good stage run, just is not a very good run right now. I think that 98 is a little bit quicker than that 32 going back to that battle. I think at some point Cfrl's going to let him go.
Truck battle so far. Two truck battles. One with Incog and Harris.
Yeah, Harris is coming back through the field here. After that half spin early. You know what? For these two to be racing up in the front, they're not losing a lot of time to Spencer either.
No. So either Spencer's playing conservative right now, or he's really hustling the truck.
Spencer and conservative does not go in the same sentence.
No.
No.
One thing that I've noticed too is that if you're watching the 98, he's kind of diamonding the corner a little bit in 3 and 4, and it's allowing him to get a decent run off.
Cfrl is struggling off. It seems like he's loose and he's having to chase it up the racetrack to make it tight. Right there.
Big entry by the 98. Let's see if he can get the run. Because at some point, Cfrl's got to... No, he's not as...
I think he gets the run here. Right here's where he's going to get him in on the entry in the one.
Yep, he's side.
I think Cfrl's going to have to let him go.
Yeah, you got to let the 98 go. I think he's the one that has a chance right now. And he doesn't. That's bold.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I saw Kylo get the wall, nearly just like losing it. He's running the high line.
I think, found something a little bit on the high line, maybe? Nope.
That's just going to make his truck looser on the long run.
Yeah, I think S'mores has got to put it in there now, at least for this corner. Oh, yeah, Kevron's really chasing that truck. This is exactly what the 18 wants to see, though.
Oh, right, he really had a little check up there.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a little loose there, checked up. I just think he...
Yeah, Kevron decided to let him go there.
It looks like that battle with Harris and Incog has lost ground on that, and Sal is on Incog.
Yeah, now if this is where you can gain your time back if you're S'mores.
Yeah, try to gain as much time as you can before pit stops come around.
Well, I think you can gain it on the pit stop because I think Spencer is really conservative getting in.
Yeah, because I think you can definitely see a little loose there for S'mores.
Especially with that first time of
on the apron there too.
Conservative.
Ooh, 32's back in the picture. Oh, 98 in, 98 in. I'm
like 5 seconds behind.
There goes the 2 in.
The live broadcasts are always behind what we see.
No, me just spectating.
So Sal and a few others that pitted with 47 to go. So there's definitely going to be another pit stop.
I think the 18's trying to stretch it here. This is gutsy.
S'mores can catch up.
If this goes green, I think there's still going to be an extra pit stop for everybody involved, but this spins S'mores and Kevron and people like that short pitted him in a better position to gain time.
Spencer,
especially with them
very conservative in again.
Spencer's now in.
S'mores might pass him.
I think S'mores needs to be extremely close to get by him because I believe he's now a lap down. So, I mean, if you're S'mores, you gotta be quick to get in there. Okay, he's around the 32. See where the 18 comes out.
Keeping an eye on 18.
You can tell the 98 is making up time. He's shipping it into these corners right now.
You can't blame him either. Here he comes. 18 out. Ooh. Oh, he's going to get there. No, there comes the 98.
Matt, right. That was Matt. That's Matt right there with them. Is he third?
Matt might have sped.
Matt did get caught speeding.
Oh, what a crossover.
Woo.
Now, I will say this. This should not be a big fight because now 18 has 2 lap pressure tires.
Yeah, now this is where can you hold him off just a little bit to wear out his tires? Because it's going to be difficult to hold him off with 2 lap pressure tires on the 18.
And if Matt is a lap car, Kevron battling him.
Yeah, I think the 98, I just don't think and the 18 did slide up to force S'mores to do that crossover, which helped Spencer. And I believe the 32 is on a lap pressure tire, so see if that will matter any. Good news is for S'mores is that he did gain a lot of time doing that. So hopefully you can just kind of keep the time loss to a minimum. Yeah, just stop the bleeding now. And if you do, and you short pit him again, you're
so the thing is, he's close enough to Spencer now that he can make Spencer use his shit up.
Yeah, and I think that's what Spencer's trying to do a little bit just to get away. Because we all can say that the 18's been the better truck. It's just, if the 98 has a better strategy and wins this race because of it, we wouldn't be surprised. On the wall there a little bit on entry. He's holding steady, which is the good part. So, can he just make sure he's
really riding the wall even through the straightaway?
Which is really interesting because, like I've noticed as the race went on, that outside has kind of become not very good, and the inside has really started to come through, and you can see the 18 just riding the yellow line all the way until he's coming off the corner. But maybe it's just allowing S'mores to stay there on the straightaways.
S'mores staying right up there.
Yeah, really right on the wall there. Which is, I just think it's really risky to do that, especially with the fact that that burns up your tires even more.
Yeah, he's taking it to the bottom now.
Yeah. I mean, Spencer sounds like he's being very conservative right now into the corners. Where he's letting off at and everything. He's just letting it just coast into there. But the one thing, though, is that because you're going to have these pit stops continuing as this run goes on, that you cannot speed. You speed, your race is over.
I'm kind of wondering if Spencer might speed, but I doubt he will because
he's too conservative.
He's been really conservative going into pit road entry, which is very smart, especially with him being the leader. It's just if S'mores is kind of keeping the time loss to as minimal as possible, that's where he becomes dangerous because S'mores did gain a lot of time off of pit after the pit stops. So if he can keep this gap to where it is now, S'mores has got a chance to get the lead and have a somewhat decent, or just a little bit of a gap to where he could play a little bit of defense.
The gap looks like it's staying. It don't look like that.
So I just found out Spencer's on a slaughter 5.
Yep, he is on a 5. And he's just now everyone's questioning how he's even on a 5 right now.
And I was on a 7.
I was on a 6 when I was practicing.
Yeah, that seems a little tight for these trucks, but it's working out for him.
He's also got a steering wheel advantage, as did Mind Killer, so it affords you the opportunity on these short tracks to control your steering input. Now, we'll say this. I feel like S'mores, after the tire fall off on both trucks, is keeping pace now.
Yeah. And I do think that S'mores is keeping that gap just to where he needs it to be to maybe have that chance.
I think if you're going to win this race, if it goes green, if you're S'mores, I think you're going to have to pull a fast one. You've got to short pit him by quite a bit.
Not only short pit him by quite a bit, but also maybe catch him off guard and force him into short pitting himself maybe when he doesn't want to.
I mean, it's a smart thing for both drivers. Spencer pulling away, being conservative, while S'mores, he has to run as hard as he can, and also run hard entering pit road, but make sure not to speed.
Yeah, I mean, you can't speed. I mean, if you're the 18, you're definitely going to be conservative on entry, and if you're the 98, you're going to be definitely more aggressive. So it's just who has the better pit road entry, and when do you pit? Because that's going to be the question with the 18, because he's got the lead. Maybe he can sit a lap or two and wait. The 98 can't let him pit before him. He does that. He's in trouble.
There's another truck we can't forget, Cfrl. He's hanging on.
Oh, S'mores is pitting.
Wow, that's
he's
a bold call.
He is short pitting.
There you go. There's your call, Tegan.
You gain a lot of ground.
Now, does Spencer react to this?
I don't think he does. Let's see.
He's probably gonna run it out.
I think Spencer
As
runs it
long
out
as he
without paying
can.
attention.
They pitted with 29 to go. There is what they
So
will
that's
cross the
one more
line with.
stop then, I'm assuming?
Definitely one more stop, and I think you're so far out that I think you're going to have to take 4 tires.
Yeah. I mean, Spencer's
I think
still out there.
S'mores. I think
Incog had
S'mores.
pitted.
This is really interesting because I think if you're Spencer, you just know now that the 98 did pit. You got to pit at some point, right?
Well,
Mike-
it's kind of like Michael said. He had such a good lead, and he's got such a good truck that he can run at his out now and have the speed to get that back. Even 2 light pressure to tires on these trucks if you're right there like he was on that last cycle, you're going to blow back by him.
Yeah, I agree. He kind of hustled into that one.
I'm pretty sure for the last pit stops, Morris is going to do 4 tires, and it might
And
be
Spencer
a bold-
might be put in the 2, and that may be what loses him the race.
Yeah, because Spencer's
it
going to
might
have
be
those
a
4 fresh
bold,
tires.
aggressive move.
Spencer has been the dominant truck all night, and it has sure been his race, but does a strategy call come into play and hurt him? As obviously he's still running it out. I mean, this is really, really gutsy because if the 98 timed his strategy right, he could be the leader by a decent margin, and you've put the 18 into go
Oh,
as hard
he's pitting right now. The 18 is really slow.
Wow,
Even on the
that-
back straightaway.
That's really conservative.
Very slow.
He's not even at
That's
the line
very-
yet.
That's too conservative. That might hurt him.
He probably his tires probably had to been bad to drive that slow.
That was
He was slow on the back straightaway.
way too conservative right there. I mean, he was already on the apron going in between 3 and 4. That is not what you want if you're the 18. Absolutely not. You just
Going
lost
that slow,
a good amount of time right there just
S'mores
doing
is-
that. Where's S'mores at
going
now?
that
He's
slow.
S'mores is
S'mores
right now
is
in 3 and
definitely gonna
4.
get the lead.
That's gonna hurt him. Unbelievable.
Cfrl is probably gonna pass him.
18 on his way out. You're right. Oh my goodness.
Cfrl passing him for a second.
That is not what you want if you're the 18. Because now he's got a car in between.
Oh, Cfrl just
Oh,
lagged
Cfrl
out.
lagged out.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
gosh. No. Are you kidding me?
That's what he literally just said.
Yeah.
Well, that just made it easy for Spencer.
As soon as I say he had a
That's
car in
it.
between them, now he does not. Spencer's going to go full go here to hurry up and try to get to the
I
98.
think we're about to see how loose Spencer can be.
Yeah, let's see. Because he's
I can already
pushing.
tell he's driving it hard.
I think this
That's
is
what
where
you
the
get,
race
though, for
gets in
going
his
at
head.
conservative into pit road. Because you're still, you still need another pit stop if you're both the 98 and the 18, correct?
Oh, yeah, I think everybody's got another pit stop. So,
Oh.
he's loose already, it looks like to me. He's
Oh,
offline.
no, he is pushing it. And he is definitely...
And I will say this, it may take him long enough to catch S'mores to where they're both in the pit window, and that's when S'mores needs to pit that bitch again.
S'mores has been just smart. That was as good of a call as
Oh,
anything.
he's pushing it.
Oh my goodness. The 18
It looks
did not push it into pit road, and that is what could cost him the win. That is unbelievable.
You know, maybe, Spencer might stay behind S'mores and wait for S'mores to short pit again.
Ah,
And
no.
Oh
Spencer
no.
might
No,
No, you now
that
you're
is
the
not
18.
Spencer's vocabulary either. Stay
If you're-
behind somebody.
If you're the 18,
but then
you now
again,
are in the
he
short
might-
pit situation. Not the 98. I mean, Spencer is pushing it really, really hard right now.
He's making up the
getting-
time doing it.
But I mean, you
But
could definitely.
now I'm wondering if he's going to wear up that right rear now.
Because he's been full go.
To
Since
be
he got
honest,
out
he
of
may
pit
be
road.
put in a situation where he has to short pit anyway because he's going to wear his shit up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he was loose early. Now I think he's in a rhythm.
And if you're S'mores right now, this is when you need to be getting into that man's head. You need to be saying when it's time to pit, you need to be like, I hope you don't speed.
That's what he said. That's what he said the pit stop before that, and Spencer got really conservative. So this is where you say it again, maybe. Because Spencer's there now. If I'm S'mores, you pin it to the bottom and let him go. You just force him to run that high line.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think this is where you need to actually race
This is
him
where I
hard.
pit. This is where I pit here, maybe too. If you think you're in your window.
Yeah.
I mean, I
That's
do
what
agree
do.
that you have to
Run
race him
low.
hard, but run low because he's gonna get the run, but try to defend the bottom at some point. Which right there, that's he
Or
puts
block
out.
him.
I think he
But
moved him a
then
little bit too.
Spencer-
Not gonna lie, that was a little bit of a bump there.
Spencer regains the lead.
Don't think you could have. I don't think you needed to block there though. I think you could have. Oh, big run there. Spencer really drove it in there.
I think is having to drive his car.
The way he doesn't want to. Like,
Yes.
And
He's
now-
loose, so he's having to drive it up. They're definitely in their pit window now. They're 15
I think
to
if you're the
go.
98, you gotta go at some point, right? You gotta be in before
Well,
him.
it just depends. And what on his mind is if he can pit with 8 to go, he might get away with right sides only. But
Is it worth
if
the
Spencer
risk?
does the same thing, you're not going to win either way.
No.
Then you also take the chance of him taking 4 and catching you either way.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's definitely questions here, but you gotta. I think at some point you gotta call yourself in because you're starting to lose a little ground here.
And now they're going to have to fight lap traffic. Let him go, S'mores, and this way you can just... Oh, he may be pitting here. I don't know.
No, he's letting Incog go. I want to see a Spencer fight team here. 'Cause if Spencer,
That's what S'mores is hoping for.
see. Ooh, way
I don't
off
think Spencer...
line.
Yeah, he let up, but look, really close to the wall.
He's. I think he's
Coming
Ah.
to the end of this run.
There he
S'mores
goes! There
being
goes the
closer
98!
Yep. S'mores being closer than he's been this whole race, and with that short pit, he's gonna gain that ground.
I wanna see if the
Now I'm
18
wondering
follows.
if Spencer...
If-
if he
If you're the
follows...
18, you might follow here. Is he not gonna follow?
But he might run it out and do a two.
Oh...
He doesn't follow.
No, you can tell when he ain't
No.
following because he didn't check up. He's been really consistent on not speeding. So you know when he's going to pit because he slows down on the backstretch.
But you could tell that corner right there, he got a little loose on entry.
Oh,
Right.
S'mores took 4.
Wait.
Okay. That's
There we go. There you go.
Spencer conservative.
Really
again.
conservative again.
But I don't think it's... Oh, yeah, I was going to say it don't look as bad, but I think it was at the end. Compared to the last one, it was bad at the beginning of the entry.
Yeah, this time it was really. Did he put S'mores a lap down? I don't think he did he? Oh, he did, I think.
Oh, he had to if he did an extra lap or two.
Okay, so the 18's just now getting ready to enter his pit box. S'mores is gonna.
I'm going to be
hustle.
honest with you. This could work out better to S'mores' advantage because now there's not such a big gap in the tire difference.
Yeah, let's see. He's coming off of 4 now.
Oh, he took 2. He took 2.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Oh
Spencer
my!
took 2 tires.
That
This
is not the call you need to make.
ballsy move.
He went with his gut
Where's Spencer at?
Spencer,
I'm watching S'mores.
he's
at the line now.
at the
Right
line
there.
now. S'mores is
yeah.
just now getting to the line.
He's going to have to hustle.
S'mores on 4 tires and Spencer on 2 fresh tires.
Let's see. Does Spencer said he did go with his gut? He had to have taken 2. Now the guys in the party think he may have taken 0, but that is no.
Yeah, I don't think so. How many laps we got left? I don't know if he'll have enough time. So Sal took 2 as well, and he's still in his 40s. So I think the left sides are good to go.
Yeah, Sal's
7 to go on Sal, so they're about 6 to go maybe on our side right here. And I think Morris just said he's not gaining enough.
Yeah, he's not gaining enough time.
This actually might be a good call.
Spencer took 2 for sure.
Yeah.
But how long can he hold that distance?
Morris has already said he's not gaining enough.
Here comes the 5 to go. Yeah, you need to gain at least probably a second or more. Because he's about half a straightaway back. You're going to need to gain so much time. You're going to need him to really lose his car here. Gaining now. He sounds really, really slow. He's not going to have
Morris just said in the party that he was really starting to gain on him now, but it's not going to be enough time. He's only gaining about 2/10 a lap, so that's not going to be enough.
Unless Spencer makes a mistake, but I don't think
he would have to make a god-awful mistake with a lead like this.
Almost hit the apron there. That's a little dangerous. But he's been able to just keep the truck steady, and that's 3 to go right there. Yeah, Morris is just not going to have enough time. He needs Spencer to blow a tire, and I don't think that's going to happen.
What is this, 2 to go?
2 to go, I believe. And besides a couple laps, Spencer's had the lead all race long.
The dominant truck.
Absolutely has been the dominant truck. A dominant performance by the 18 tonight. You can't go wrong with that.
Last lap, what can happen? Anything can happen.
White flag, yeah. I mean, S'mores is gaining, but again, too little, too late.
It's not enough.
You need a blown tire right about now, and if he doesn't blow his tire here in 3 and 4, he's going to come off 3 and 4 a winner. Off of 4 for the final time. And the 18 of Spencer Boyce is going to take the checker flag here at Iowa. What a performance. That is an absolute dominant performance by the 18. That is a well-earned win by him there. Holy moly.
I called it there. 4 tires for S'mores and 2 tires for Spencer, but win to take the 2 stars.
That was very bold, and it worked out to his favor.
An amazing win by Spencer there.
That is
dominating the whole race.
He sounds like his tires were way to the good by that time.
Won the pole.
Finished
first.
I believe he won the race too. He won that race too. He won.
If he gets the fastest lap here, he'll sweep the points.
That is, and no, he did. Did he? No, Sal got it.
Did.
Wow. Sal's stealing a point.
Not by much.
Not by much, but he stole it.
Wow.
Hell, good job by Sal for getting the fastest lap.
For stealing that.
We're going to get the winner in here.
Winning the qualifying and the pole, winning the stage and the race, but did not get the fastest lap for the main race.
Our top 3 was Spencer, S'mores, and Harris.
Ooh. And I think a tough break by Cfrl lagging
I
out.
do not have that account. Go figure. Don't have his.
Hang on.
Okay.
I'll get him in here.
Obviously, a dominant performance by the 18. Well-deserved win by him, too. I mean, Mindkiller, you were on it saying he was definitely probably the best truck with the practicing that you were with him. And boy, did he show it.
Definitely did.
I'm going to let y'all do the interview, and I'm going to do points.
Okay.
Pop the champagne.
No, pop the champagne indeed, Spencer. Pop the champagne indeed. How do you were definitely the best truck all night long, but you had a dominant performance. Take me through not only just your race, but how were you able to even keep your car straight without getting loose at all during that race?
Honestly, I think it's how long I've been driving these trucks, and I was on a kind of a tight slot. I was around a 5, and I guess a lot of practice paid off at this track. I might have found something.
It absolutely paid off. Now you did take 2 tires on that last stop. How did you make those lefts survive? Where were you at tire wise going into that?
I think on the last lap they were in the 40s.
My lord! So you were in the 60s most likely, going into pit road.
Yep.
My lord! Talk about tire saving.
I'm not joking either.
Well, you were able to pull off 2 tires, so that obviously makes sense. Michael, you have any questions for him?
I mean, I actually called it. You know, you was the strongest truck, and you actually showed it. You pulled it off. You know, getting that. You know, with the qualifying and won the stage, won the race, almost got that the fastest lap, nearly dominating 100%.
You had tonight was just your night, Spencer. I mean, you won the qualifying race, won the pole, led all those laps, had the best truck. The only thing that you didn't get was the fastest lap, but it was a well-deserved win. I don't think you care about not getting the fastest lap. You had a dominant performance.
Nope.
Congratulations on your win. Go enjoy it.
I will. Like I said, I've been close. You know, every time we got close to the end of the season, I was in the Final Four for the championship. I didn't win it, but that's just motivating me right now.
Yeah, and hopefully that motivation continues.
A question: was you worried about S'mores, you know, possibly winning the race with how close he got at the end?
Yeah, I was. That's why I went with the gutsy call with 2 tires and 1 can of gas, which gave me an extra 10 laps.
Call. I called it, and S'mores was going to take 4 tires. You was going to do 2. The question was when. And I think you timed it perfectly.
I was wondering, Carbon did lag out somehow.
Yeah, we don't know how that happened. We do feel bad for him. He was having a good run. But congratulations on your win. Go enjoy it. We'll see you on Sunday at Michigan.
Yep. Thanks for broadcasting.
No problem.
Yep.
All right, let's get the second place driver, S'mores, in here, who was definitely the second best truck, but I think his strategy, he was right with the strategy call. It's just not enough.
Yeah, a great runner-up for a potential win for today, but was not able to pull it off.
And here's your second place finisher, S'mores. S'mores, obviously you had a really good truck. Is there anything that maybe you could have done different compared to Spencer during that race? I mean, you had a great strategy going into that race. You got me, S'mores?
Oh, can you hear me now?
There you go. Okay, yeah, we got you. Yeah. So, like I asked, obviously you had a great strategy. Definitely had a really good truck. But do you think there's anything that you may have done could have done different, or do you think it was just his night tonight and there's nothing much you could have done?
Well, what I was saying when my mic was muted, but I couldn't go as long as Spencer on the track because he just had so much better tire wear, and apparently he said when he pitted his left side's like in the 70s and 60s at the end of that one.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what was yours?
Mine was 44.52, and he was on a 5. I was on a 7.
That
Which I don't know how he was that much faster. Short one and a long one I understand, but short one he was so much faster than anybody else. Like it makes no sense.
I mean, when I was practicing with him earlier, he was one of the best. I was up there too, but he seemed like the stronger truck out of everyone, and it looked like that you was second.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna be a second best truck. I knew he was gonna be the best truck. I was just hoping the strategy went a little differently, and that I was able to capitalize on that because on the penultimate stop, he stayed out way longer than I did. I think I put like 5 laps before him, and I was able to leapfrog him by like 2 seconds. And then then Kevin lagged out, which that didn't help me because that would have helped him hold off Spence off a little longer. So it better gave Spence a clear track to wheel me back in. But once the tires equaled out, I was able to hang in with him. But apparently he took a clear chance to take 2 tires, and when I took 4 of my final stop, which I didn't think I was going to make on my left sides anyway, with how low they were. I think I could have, but I didn't want to take the risk. And I had a big gap over third too, so again I didn't want to take the risk. But yeah, I only gained like a second on him on those 4 tires, compared to him on 2, which
that's wild.
That's just ridiculous. Like I don't know how he was that much faster than me, but I mean, congrats to him because he dominated. He earned it. But I just don't understand how he was that much faster than me on a lower slider and had better tire wear. Like he had 20% better tire wear than me on my lefts.
That also could contribute with him being on a wheel, as we know the wheel effect does come in handy at times.
It was something that I called. It was something that I called, all broadcasts, just you two being the 2 dominant trucks, and for the last part, you doing the 4 tires and he doing the 2. But it looked like some good strategy calls pitting early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry.
Go ahead, S'mores.
What I was going to say was, one, because I had to, I had no choice, because my tires were bad. And then 2, short pitting seemed to work a lot with gaining time. Of course, I lose it at the end of the one, but like that last stop, I was able to maintain, previous stop, I was able to maintain with them after the tires equaled out. So I thought I at least had a chance at it.
One thing I noticed, I don't know how conservative or aggressive you were on entry, but Spencer looked like he was very conservative.
It didn't matter how conservative it didn't matter how conservative he was still that much faster than me. So,
yeah, I just also think too that because you had the right strategy call, short pitting him as early as you did when you did it. It's just when Cfrl lagged out that ended up making it easier for him to not have to go around another truck. So I think you were right. You were right with your strategy call, but as soon as that lag out happened, that definitely hurt you with your chances of winning, because that was probably one of your best. That was definitely a great strategy call for sure, and I think you had the right idea. It's just when a truck in front of him lags out and doesn't help that he can't use his stuff up, that it doesn't help.
Yeah, it's just I really didn't need Kevin to leg out there because that would have helped me out a little bit.
Most definitely. All right, any more questions for him, Mind Killer?
No, not really. But a great, strong second place finish.
Yeah, absolutely, a very strong second place finish. We'll see you Sunday at Michigan.
Yep, gonna be interesting race. Basically, gonna be like a pack race. So.
Oh yeah. But tempers tend to flare there. Tempers do tend to flare there.
Yep.
Alrighty. Have a good night, S'mores.
Yep, y'all too. Thanks for broadcasting.
No problem. Alright, let's get your third place finisher. Mr. Harris, who was good for a good part of that race. It's just it didn't help that he got that the wreck happened when it did for him, when him and Kylo made contact. Because he definitely had, I think, a solid truck to be closer to them, but just some unfortunate events happened before that.
Yeah, I think he could have been another great truck, but with what happened, he just fell off really bad and somehow managed to get third.
I think But yeah, I think it helped that with Cfrl lagging out. That's I think the real key. I mean, that really I do hate it for him because he had a really good truck. And there is Harris waiting for him because he takes him a minute to load in for me.
Top 3, Harris. How do you feel?
I wish I could have battled Cfrl. Wish he didn't lag out, but I'll take however points I can get with the position, even though it's just an extra point. You'll take an extra point however you can get, but kind of had some trouble at the start of the race with Darth Kylo getting loose, and I was just bottom feeling. My truck was better. Get loose, not use the bottom to my advantage to get position by position in game time. Felt like if I wasn't in the back, I kind of maybe would have had a fight in this race, but I just didn't put myself in the qualifying position to be up there.
I mean, so do you think that if with how that wreck did happen, do you think maybe stage points would you have had a chance at stage points? Because it felt like as the runs went on later on, your truck really kind of came in, especially with you running the bottom, where some were running the top and just burning up their stuff more than expected.
Right, yeah. It was, yeah, I can't remember I was, but, he sent me a message on PlayStation, but yeah, the start of the final stage kind of ruined me too. Even though I didn't get stage points from, like you said, Cfrl, I was loose. That wasn't none of his fault. He just got loose, and I was bottom feeding most of the race. I had to fight my way again, and Maddie got a bad start, which again, that's not none of his fault. I can't blame it on him. Like I said, I think I just didn't put myself in a good position in qualifying to get stage points. So I feel like those causes what happened in the race is what I did in qualifying.
But to be able to recover like that and get a third place finish is definitely a good sign that says that maybe if the race would have went differently, I definitely could have fought.
Yeah, it's been a great year. The first few races, I think I finished in like the first 3 positions all these races. So maybe next week I'm getting 4 for maybe we can try to get another win. It's pretty nice consistency to start the year. I felt the same way last year, but hopefully I don't let this momentum die out. I don't know where we're at for next midweek.
Yeah,
so
it definitely seems like a good, solid third place finish, even though a heartbreak for Cfrl lagging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to battle him. I think I could have maybe passed him, but he was like far up the track, and I needed a lot to happen in case I wanted to do that.
Right. Well,
but hopefully we take this momentum into the Sunday race for Michigan. I feel like that's going to be a good track for me, and hopefully I don't know about snatching a win, but if I could put myself in a position to, I would love to win early.
It's definitely going to be a fun race Sunday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Racing, draft is going to be a thing that's going to happen.
Yep, Sunday will definitely be interesting as it's going to, like you guys have said, pack racing. Tempers good flair because that tends to happen there at that track. So, I mean, Harris, congratulations on your third place finish. We'll see you Sunday. Good luck at Michigan.
I don't want to finish last.
A great
sorry.
moment, one of those moments at Michigan where Tepper's flared.
That was not great. That was not great.
No,
You guys have a great day.
All right, that will do it for the broadcast tonight. Great race at Iowa. I mean, it was just domination from the start by the 18. It was just his night. I don't think there's any way to describe it. He was the dominant truck all race. And when he lost the lead, he just got it right back. There was nothing no one could do. So congratulations to the 18 for his win.
Yep.
We will be live again on Sunday at Michigan. It's going to be pack racing all the way around until the very end. Tempers could flare because that's a track that tends to have it. We'll see you all Sunday at around 7:55 Eastern for Michigan.